Hey guys, what's going on? Matt here, back again with another video. Today's video we're going to go through my top 10 most valuable sports cards in my collection. Nothing too crazy here, but just wanting to actually go through my collection and see what was in my top 10 for the most valuable cards in my collection. As you can see, I'm going to be doing a split camera sort of thing going on, which I wanted to get set up because once I get my blind reveal happening for my PSA, I think it'd be great for you guys to see my live reactions. But yeah, it's not perfect, so I'll just work with it and then eventually I'll change it as we kind of move on. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So there's a wide range of cards here. I've got nothing too crazy. The most expensive card here is just under $2,000 Aussie. I'll tell you guys what price I bought them for, as well as what they're worth now, or what I think they're worth now at least. But yeah, it was actually great to just go through my collection and just go through cards and see what actually was in that list. So yeah, let's start it off. This isn't in the list, but it's a Terry Mclaren National Treasures booklet. But I'll just use that as my card to hide the cards, really. But first card up, we have the Sean Watson to 199 Prism BGS 9.5. So this card's worth around $650 Aussie now. I bought it for $400. It was around late last year. With all the sort of sexual allegations that have been going on with Deshaun Watson, this card's actually gone down by... it's actually gone down pretty much to a third of what it was. So yeah, it was at $2,000. So it actually would have been my most expensive card had it been where it should have been. But with all the allegation stuff, Deshaun Watson stuff has pretty much gone down. And you know, if you think he'll come out of that sort of stuff, well, it's a nice buying opportunity. His skills won't be affected, obviously, but it's more about how the NFL penalise him, really. But that's number 10 right there, the Deshaun Watson Prism BGS 9.5. All right, so number 9 is this Kevin Durant Grand Reserve to number to 25 BGS 9.5 autograph 10. So this card's worth around $775 Aussie at the moment. So the comp that I've got now is another Grand Reserve Durant Auto to 25, but I can't find this specific card itself. But this card I actually packed out of like a $60 box. As you guys would have heard in some of my previous stories, I used to buy boxes with my extra tax money, and back then you were able to get some really good boxes for $70, $80, and one of them was Grand Reserve. So I was able to pull this and stash it away for a couple of years and graded it, and it was fortunate enough to get a 9.5 with an auto 10, and I just really love it. It's a beautiful card, and I really like Durant as well, so not going to be selling this in the near future. It's something, because I have this sort of nostalgic component attached to it. But yeah, so that's number 9 there with Kevin Durant. Number 8, we have Kyla Murray. Bit annoying with the patch, because you can see the patch is there in the corner, but it's not really on the actual card itself. But this is numbered to 15. It's jersey numbered as well, 1 of 15, as you guys can see there. But I really do like Kyla long term, and I think, yeah, what he's shown so far has been great. His draft class of QBs have not really performed well, but he's actually held up his end of the deal being the number 1 pick. This card's worth $970 Aussie. I bought this one for $315. Bit of a side note here, but I got this from an NFL seller in Australia, and it's nothing against basketball collectors, but I've noticed, and let me know if you guys notice this as well, being in Australia, but NFL collectors are much more nicer and willing to give discounts on NFL cards compared to NBA sellers. There's nothing against NBA sellers, it's more, they were more willing to kind of go below comps. It's not like I asked below comps, but it was just more what the price was at. It might just be me, really, but it was just something that I noticed with NFL cards in the NFL card space, especially in Australia. But yeah, that's number 8, the Kyla Murray to 15. RPA sort of with that bloody patch over there, but yeah, that's number 8 there. So number 7, this beautiful card here. This one's a Jason Tatum Spectra. This one's to 99. Yep, to 99. So this one's a Spectra, the Rising Stars on-card auto redemption, sealed. Haven't opened it, but this one's a beautiful card. I got this one for $700. It was in a lot as well, so it was not just this card, but it also had this card, the Optic Red Yellow PSA 10, as well as the it was a 2019-20 Select Hybrid Blue to 25. So that card I sold already. That card's actually on my eBay now for $250. The Optic I already sold for $250. So that's around, let's say it's around $450. And then this card is worth currently, let me see here, it's worth $970. So you add that up, that's about $1,400 from a $700 lot purchase, which I'm really happy with. But I really do like, again, Tatum long term, and I really like his autograph, and I like the fact that this is on card, sealed, and it's just a beautiful card under the lights as well. So Spectra's a massive buy for me when it comes to autographs. I really do like Spectra autos, and they're priced higher as well, but really they're all warranted when it comes to prices. So that one is number 7, if I'm counting right. Yep, number 7. Can't count right now, but so number 6, we have the card that most people probably have as well. It's the Luca Doncic Prism PSA 10. This card's currently going for $1,200 Aussie. I actually packed this card out of a Prism hobby box that I bought myself for $400. So in that same Prism box, I've said in previous videos, I packed a Marvin Bagley Black Gold to number to 5, as well as a Luca Doncic Silver Prism, which I on-sold for $300. So this is pretty much the only card that's left from that box, and it holds a lot of nostalgic purposes for me because, yeah, I really purchased the box with my own money, and this is really the only thing left from it, and I graded it, got a PSA 10. So I like Luca again. It's a card that I've openly said before that I think will get back to 2000, but I'm not really too sure about that. I think the rising pop counts aren't holding up too well for base cards. So yeah, I'm happy to own that mistake. But yeah, this one's a beautiful card, and I'm happy to hold it in my collection long term. So we're moving past halfway. This next card is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's Optic to 25 PSA 9 card. So I bought this card for $750. It's actually jersey numbered as well, so 2 out of 25. I know some people don't hold a premium for jersey numbered cards, but I do think that they have some sort of rarity. I mean, they do have a rarity, but it's more the number that people put behind it, and I think it is warranted when it comes to jersey numbered cards. I can't find a proper comp on this right now, but I looked at surrounding comps of Optics number to 39 as well as number to 10, and I think this card's valued at around $1,300 Aussie. So that's already almost doubled my money with that purchase here. I'm quite stoked with that, and I really do again like Shai long term. I compared this card to Trey's to 25 as well as Jar's to 25, and I think, yeah, with Shai, the way he's performing and the way that OKC are going to be building that future team, I think Shai's a great buy, again, more for the longer term, because the next couple of years, I reckon they'll still be on that sort of losing team. But yeah, so moving on to number 4, and this card, if you guys follow me on TikTok at Matt's Card Shop, I spoke about it being my most expensive purchase so far, and it still is my most expensive purchase so far, but it's a Luca Doncic Select die cut, number to 99, graded PSA 9. So I got this card for $1,400. It's still currently worth $1,400, but again, I think Premier and Select is undervalued. I know people don't like the fact that it's probably not, the typical rectangular card, but yeah, I mean, the Premiers are more short printed. This one's numbered to 99. They're a hard grade as well. But yeah, this one's, if you actually look at the concourse version of this, it's priced way more. So I don't get that. I think people they look at probably the cut of the card and they're not a big fan of it. But if it's slabbed and I can see the condition of it, I don't really care about that in all honesty. But yeah, I'm happy for that. I'm happy with that. And I think long term again with Luca, it's someone I really do like. So yeah. A generational player, which the word gets thrown around a fair bit, but I do like it. So number 3, again in one of my TikToks, is one of my most expensive cards that I've purchased. It's a Nikola Jokic Silver Prism PSA 9. So these have a low pop count. I can't even remember when I last looked. It would have been like 300 when I last looked, but when you compare that to current day Prisms, that's quite low. I bought this card for $1,200 Aussie. Current going price is $1,500. Yeah, I'm not sure how much more up it will go. I've seen it go for 2,000, but it's kind of fluctuating between the 1,500 to 2,000 range. Whether Denver do well in the playoffs, whether how the MVP announcement goes, how Jokic plays as well, that's all going to determine and factor in how much this card can grow. But I probably won't be holding this card long term. I'm trying to sell probably around the MVP announcement just before it, or also if Jokic has a great game and he blows out. But I've basically got it on eBay now as a high price, and basically just fielding best offers and seeing where it could go from there. But if I have to hold it long term, it's not going to be the worst thing, because Jokic is quite young as well. So yeah, not a bad card there for me to hold long term. So coming in at number 2 and number 1, these two cards are actually tied. I put out a poll on Instagram earlier today saying fielding basically what people think would be my most expensive cards, and most people said Luca, but only one person, shout out to Skittles and shout out to 88 Collector, they both got the two cards. Yeah, so there's two cards. They're both tied at $1,900. So $1,940. So just under $2,000 Aussie. And both have different stories for how I obtained them. But these are tied number 1, so there's not really a number 2. But yeah, let's just go straight into it. So number 2. Sorry, this card's stuck to the other one. All right, here we go. All right, so number 1, tied number 1, we have the James Harden Court Kings rookie auto, numbered to 649, graded BGS 9.5, autograph 10. So I actually bought this card as a Houston fan just to get a Harden rookie auto in my collection. So I got it for, it was about $600. It was middle of last year. And like I said, I just wanted to get a Harden auto in my collection, and to hold just really for long term, and just like I said, for my own collection, not to really sell it. But now that Harden's been traded, I still love him as a player, but it doesn't really hold that sort of nostalgic value for me as well, and that emotional value. So yeah, I mean, to go from $500 to $1,940 is huge. And if Harden blows up or Nets win the championship, I'm happy to sell this card, or I'm happy to hold long term again. I'm not really too fussed, but it's a card that, yeah, initially started off as something that I wasn't looking to sell, but now I'm kind of looking at the dollar value and thinking, you know, why would I hold it in my collection long term when it's fetching that much money? So yeah, that card's tied number 1. And then the other tied number 1, and again, you guys might be a bit surprised at this, but it's the Terry McLaurin National Treasures booklet. No, I'm kidding, guys. It's the Michael Phelps 2004 Leaf Fans of the Game auto. So you might look at this card and think to yourself, like, you know, how is this card worth so much? But it's actually Michael Phelps's sort of true rookie autograph. He's got an earlier rookie card, which is a 2003 World Stadium Czech Stars card, but no autograph of that card. But this card's actually a 2004 football set, and in the football set from Leaf, they actually had autographs of fans of the NFL sport, and Michael Phelps, being from Baltimore, going for the Baltimore Ravens, he basically had his own card. So he had the base version of this, which some people think is his rookie card, but it actually isn't. So I wasn't really willing to fork out money for that, but I know this is his first true rookie, or first autograph, so it counts as his rookie autograph. And one of my friends on Instagram, Van, he told me that they're short printed to 300 or 400, some number like that. So it's not like they're easy to find. I definitely, when I was going on my sort of GOAT stage of finding cards and players of the GOATs, I was really trying to find Michael Phelps, and over the whole month period, over a period of a month, really, I only found 2 listings of this. One of them ended up taking it down because they just ended up not wanting to sell it at the price, which was actually lower for what I bought it for. I just took it down. And then this one, I ended up bargaining down to $1,500 Aussie. So this card's gone up a few $100, But again, I think you can't go wrong with a blue chip GOAT sort of athlete like Michael Phelps. He's the GOAT swimmer. He's the GOAT Olympian. The Olympic Games are coming up. He's certainly a name that people are going to remember for a while. And like, whilst a lot of people don't watch swimming, a lot of people know who Michael Phelps is. So it's something in my collection that I really do love. I am looking to get it graded, and just loving that sport as well. I think it's something I won't be selling in the near future. So so that's the recap of my 10 most valuable cards. So a wide range of cards there. So I think we had 2 football cards, one swimming card, and 7 basketball cards. Obviously I got a few more at grading that could probably make that list, but those are the 10 in my list. I initially, funnily enough, would have had maybe 6 or 7 football cards last year, but I've never been comfortable buying cards over $1,000. I think I do better when I'm analyzing cards around that $100 to $500 range. So a lot of my collection is in that range, and then I have, like I said, I only have a select few above that, because that's what I'm more comfortable spending, and I'm happy to take that risk on. But yeah, I'll update this list as much as I can every sort of 6 months. I think it'd be a good idea for content. But if you guys enjoyed that video, let me know down below. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't already. Comment down below what your most valuable card in your collection is. I'd love to see what you guys have out there. And even shoot me a DM on Instagram at Matt's Card Shop, and I'd love to see what you guys have, because that's what it's all about, just showing off what you've got in terms of your cards, and and see what you guys have in your own collection. So yeah, I'll see you guys in future videos. As always, guys, I appreciate it if you've made it till the end, and take care, guys.